Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have another jealous person. Today we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine, and the underlying energy that I've pulled is the Envy card. This card comes out more than any other card in the Energy Oracle. It's a little ridiculous, you know? Oops, I don't want to put it back though. All right, I hope you're having a wonderful night so far, or day, whenever you're watching this. We're going to call in spirit with little one chime chime. I say that so fast, I'm sure trying to get the translation down is awful for that. All right, we're going to start with the Fairy Godmother Oracle. If you are in the United States and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you have some fun plans ahead, or at least a drama-free weekend. So we have Fortuity. This fairy is just hanging out in a horseshoe, like, yeah, what's up? I'm lucky. So you may already have a little bit of a reputation, whoever I'm reading for here, Divine Feminine, for being kind of lucky. It's definitely caught somebody's eye, right? Because we have somebody who's gotten jealous of you. You may have recently landed some kind of opportunity to go on vacation or travel abroad or study abroad. Maybe you are studying abroad. Sorry, that's really lame. But there's some sense here that people are taking note of something going right in your life that has enabled you to do more of those like stress relieving kind of activities. Maybe you've been able to upgrade your housing or your car. You are obviously inviting some jealousy somehow, right? Ooh, magic. This could go one of two ways. Abundance. So, Divine Feminine, I think there's somebody here who thinks you use magic to be abundant. Or they want to try to figure out how to leverage whatever makes you magic and make themselves some abundance. But there's somebody here who feels like you have oh my, let's let that solidify a little bit. Like you have some advantage here in terms of finances and being able to make things kind of like go your way. Hi, Scott. I hope you're having a great day. Where should we go next? I feel like the Meta Muse. All right, what else do we have for the Divine Feminine, please? We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. This is, I think, just kind of confirmation of that idea, thinking you're really lucky. Things just fall into your lap. You don't even work hard for what you have, you know? That kind of like entitled to what you have because somebody feels like you don't actually have to put in the work for it, when maybe they don't have any idea how hard you had to work to get where you are, right? So I don't really feel like I'm reading for somebody who's just like riding on somebody else's coattails. This feels to me like somebody being jealous of what you have because they don't have the fortitude to actually invest in themselves or do the kinds of activities consistently that would create the success that you've been able to create for yourself. We have Prince of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands, and the Five of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's pissed off that you know how to recover from bad situations or unhappy outcomes. You don't get stagnant or stuck after something presents a challenge. I feel like there's like this watching and waiting, hoping you're gonna do something and trip up and, make a fool of yourself or lose something important like where you live. And somebody's like disappointed that you are like a cat, you always land on your feet. But a big part of that, I feel like, is this Five of Cups in the reverse. When we have this in the reverse, this means that you don't sit around and think about how things could have been or should have been. You would deal with whatever you need to heal or whatever trauma you've been through as it comes instead of like letting things pile up so that you can make sure you're ready to pivot or take advantage of a new life opportunity or a new chapter. And I feel like this is part of your magic or your skill set. You are, yeah, exactly. You are perhaps really gifted with expressing yourself artistically. With the Princess of Cups, I feel like there is something that you're particularly good at that other people are aware of. Maybe they celebrate it, but it helps you moving forward in terms of not letting things get you, down or too focused on that. So I'm gonna use the roller skating example again. I've been able to do more roller skating because I have, like, a garage that I sweep out, and so it's like a smooth surface if I fall, which I haven't yet. It won't hurt too bad, that kinda thing. There's this, like, sense of freedom and, like, frivolity or, like, like I'm 14 again or some shit when I'm roller skating, and I feel like somebody has that kind of like, "Woo!" feeling when they do something like this. Maybe you're, a mountain biker, or maybe you just really um, like dancing or yoga, but I feel like that's what really helps you, some sort of connection to your physical health and also some sort of meditative activity. Bob, that's an excellent question. I don't know if I can specify which devil quite yet, but we're gonna have to uncover that. Um, is it Jezebel? That's the jealous one. But somebody here is jealous of your ability to leave things in the past and move forward and create whatever life you want for yourself instead of getting hung up on bullshit. So you're a difficult target if they're trying to make your life miserable. They're like, "Why don't you ever get upset? Why are you always so happy?" We have Hierophant in the reverse. There's something unconventional about you. I feel like you're the kind of person that is like the favorite aunt or uncle. Maybe you have some sort of reputation in your community as like the oddball. You wear whatever the hell you want, or you listen to music that nobody else has ever heard of. Shit, maybe you're in a band that nobody wants to listen to. I'm just kidding. But you're different and it works for you. It's like How I Met Your Mother, if you've ever seen that, Ted's red cowboy boots that he's convinced he's pulling off. You actually pull off the red cowboy boots. Like no one else can pull it off, but you do. That kind of thing, right? Ooh, divine feminine. We got some important shit happening. So we have the star in the reverse and the tree of life. This card is not in most tarot decks. I don't know that it's in any other one, but I don't want to say that it isn't because it could be. Tree of Life comes out when there are major decisions or perhaps ascension happening. I think with it coming out next to the star in the reverse, somebody has had a major breakthrough here pertaining to what enables them to continue to focus on their healing and to continue moving forward instead of getting caught up on stupid, trivial shit. Like this person's jealousy. Like, do you notice it's all sunshine out outside of wherever this hag is? Like, this is somebody who intentionally sees the world in gray tone because they hate shit. I don't know. And you, on the other hand, you're out there in the sunshine, like collecting the rays, getting a nice tan, or, appreciating the beauty of nature. So I feel like there was, if this was a romantic relationship, this was off balance because it was very different energy between the two of you. If this was a friendship, you would have struggled to have conversations that stayed positive. If you said something good had happened to you, like you got a promotion, then they would come back with something like, "Yeah, I was supposed to get promoted last year." And you're like, I mean, I hope you get one, but like, can you take 2 seconds to celebrate what I just told you? And then we can go back to the Debbie Downer programming, or is there just like consistent Debbie Downerness? Somebody I feel like has also made progress in terms of staying dedicated to things that matter to them instead of having a hot and cold approach to prioritizing, you know, hobbies or people. But you could have also had to work on codependency with people that were unreliable. We have the Magician clarifying the Nine of Wands. Can't remember if I referred to him as the Wounded Warrior, but that's what he is. Somebody decided to take charge. They recognized a pattern in terms of what was setting them up for maybe unequal give and take in relationships or consistently finding themselves in unhealthy relationships. And this person knows now what they need to do. Again, a focus on healing. Can't remember what that shit's called. It starts with a C. But yeah, it's that thing that signifies like hospitals and shit with the snake and a sword. I don't know. Okay. Well, this person wanted to block your intuition, wanted you to feel like you were going through life in some sort of haze, like you didn't really know how to handle things. So, this could be somebody that wanted you to be dealing with some sort of addiction. Maybe they wanted you to drink too much or something like that. And they also wanted to see you not do well in terms of love, or maybe not have a happy, like, living situation. If they knew you were, for example, shacked up with some new partner and they were jealous of the fact that you had found another relationship, they may have been trying to cause drama in that relationship, either through gossip or, just wishing ill upon you. This person just didn't want you to be able to move forward, but you are unstoppable. That should have been the title, huh? Temperance. I love to see it. This is a beautiful card for Divine Feminine reading. We have balance and stability. And I love this because it's clarifying abundance. So if you feel like things have been a little bit unpredictable in the finance realm, you're going to find greater stability around the corner. There are going to be opportunities that present themselves. You're going to want to make sure that you do your best to read the fine print and use your discernment or your intuition. You may have, two meh deals or offers and then like three better ones, right? So I feel like somebody's really gotten good at maintaining their own like balance in their life. We have the Emperor. So some of you have mastered the balance of masculine and feminine. So this reading could apply to divine masculines, divine feminines, divine people. And you have figured out when it makes sense for you to stand in your power and take action versus be more in your feminine energy and wait for things to come to you. So I feel like there's been some wisdom here exhibited on your behalf in terms of being patient regarding money matters. Matters. All right, we're going to get some additional insights here with the Everyday Tarot. If you're thankful for my channel, go ahead and give me a like or subscribe. All right, we've got the Emperor back to back. We just had the Emperor come out. We might have two emperors. We might have two people that have figured out how to balance masculine and feminine. Ooh. We have the Ten of Wands and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like at least one individual here, likely the Divine Feminine, has determined what they need to do in terms of not being in this overly burdened situation again regarding relationships. There's a sense that somebody's being much more selective in terms of new beginnings or offers that they accept. They don't want to jump into anything without really knowing what they're getting into, right? So this is perhaps part of why somebody is kind of like standing in their power, right? Not letting anybody talk them into anything. Seven of Cups again. We have Seven of Wands. So 77 might be an important number for some of you. So the Devil just came out. Bob, we might get an answer for you. All right, we have somebody who is being protected from those that would seek to confuse you. There may have been people that wanted you to drink more often or smoke more often or whatever more often. And I feel like you have been like staving off all of the things that might be distractions or things that would hold you back regarding whatever plans or future you want to build for yourself. There's a sense here that you have kind of scorched earth approach right now with the fire on the wand here. So if people are demonstrating toxic behavior, I feel like there's no problem on your behalf getting rid of that and saying, this is toxic. I don't have room for it in my life right now. So, letter from the Devil. Fool in the reverse. Devil sideways. Somebody here is taking a foolish action towards somebody who has already let go of something that held them back in an effort to get them back in. This looks to me like somebody who wants to get you drunk and try to convince you to get back in an unhealthy relationship, if I'm honest. This looks like somebody who wants to bring you right back into the codependent fold that you fought mightily to get out of. So, letter from the Devil, I think this is probably somebody from your past that was codependent AF. So, I feel like this would have been real difficult. Like this is somebody who would have been manipulating you for sure to try to get you to do what they wanted you to do. We're going to bring the candles back, you guys. Well, this one back. It's got 3 wicks. All right. Also, I just want you to know after this reading, I'm gonna totally enjoy the oatmeal cream pie that's right there. It's like my reward. There's something about being in Tennessee that just makes me want oatmeal cream pies. All right, I'm focused again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah, justice in the reverse. Somebody is trying to. You have two. Oh, damn. Somebody is trying to control the justice that's happening. There's a balancing of scales that's happening, and somebody hates it. Is that Sushma? Welcome. We've got potential for somebody to be, spreading lies or maybe even trying to speak into existence some sort of problem for you. But this is somebody who is looking away from justice. They don't want to see that karma is happening or that you are getting abundance and they are not. You can't stop balancing of the scales, though. Justice is just inevitable. I mean, unless you're working with the American, or from what I hear, British adjudication system. It's a little rough, a little racist, if you ask me. All right, we have the Empress in the reverse, clarifying the Fool and the Devil, both of which are in the reverse. No, I don't think the Devil's in the reverse. That came out sideways. I think the Devil's in the reverse because one person stepped away from being codependent and the other person is like, oh, wait, are you sure? Are you sure you're done? Do you want to learn that lesson one more time? Come on back. And it's somebody who is selfish, entitled, unable to create their own shit. Well, I mean, I'm sure they can create shit, but We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody has been merciless in their pursuit of stopping justice or making problems for somebody. Probably why I felt like you were getting a letter from the Devil. So this doesn't have to actually be a letter. You guys might just get an email or a text message, but it's going to be more than a sentence and it's going to be gaslighting or manipulation. And you're going to see right through it. We have 9 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You already worked real hard to get this independence. You may have also found that when you stepped away from this codependent relationship, that things got easier for you financially. I mean, if you were taking care of another person, that would make a lot of sense to me. But you're letting go of this codependent behavior or willingness to tolerate codependency in a partner. And whatever this person is trying to accomplish is not going to work. You're going to be like, oh, bless you. You're so dumb. Now, don't be like super condescending like me, but if you worked really hard to get yourself out of a situation and all parties involved know that it was a toxic situation and they think they can just like chop back in and be like, hey, it's like, okay, 2 of Wands in the reverse. Nope, I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to have any lighthearted conversation. I don't want to have any small talk. I don't want to hear about your plans. I don't want to hear if you're traveling for, Christmas. I don't care if you bought a house. No communication. This is coming across as almost like a, no thanks, I'd rather never talk to you again. Six of Cups in the reverse, because there are too many difficult memories from the situation that could pull you back into a past mindset that you have outgrown. You've already risen the vibration here that makes this person not really understand where you're coming from. Tell me about the Star in the reverse, please. This person really can't get over the fact that you've been able to move forward. This could be somebody who's been really accustomed to getting people so obsessed with them that they could keep them on the proverbial hook for years. And you are like this elusive fish that got that fish hook right in there, and you were like, mm-mm, not today, Satan. It's so appropriate. All right. I hope that's pronounced Guter. um, we've got the chariot coming out. This is the Tree of Life card being clarified. So, what I see here is somebody that is moving forward, maybe ascending or experiencing ego death, making strides in their life at like a breakneck pace. Because the chariot is the fastest moving energy that you can get. And here we are. Somebody tried to stop you from being able to heal your wounds from this toxic relationship, but you took action. You knew that things would be brighter one day, so you didn't let that depression take over or take hold. You focused on what was important and you invested in that, and that has helped you heal. This person can't believe it and hates that. They really wanted to make it difficult for you to see a different future. But you don't see any kind of resolution here. You don't want reconciliation. You don't need a letter from the devil to tell you that this person's the devil. You already know. Maybe I shouldn't be so free with that. But like, this is somebody who like rolls around in their attachments or addictions or whatever is holding them back, as opposed to trying to actually move forward. So I feel like I'm reading for somebody who's been very resolute in terms of this is not a partnership I would ever pursue again. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse, decisiveness. I don't need to think about this. I already saw that you are not a good partner. We have Temperance again. You may want to watch the Sagittarius reading. Temperance on Temperance, you guys. Ah! Gives me chills. You have been so dedicated and created the stability or balance in your life that maybe you didn't even really expect you'd be capable of building or reestablishing so quickly on your own. But I feel like there's a measure of peace here that you've created for yourself that you thought you could have in this partnership, didn't find, and you are, I think, happier than you've been in a long time. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Part of this could have been your need to let go of somebody that was a little bit too focused on what you could provide for them or the material side of life. I love the Lucifer show. First of all, second of all, there's like some real good, like witty dialogue on that show. But I think I've only seen like maybe through season 2. I don't even know how many they have. All right, we're going to clarify, you guys, with the Rider-Waite, the miniature guys. Tell me more about this Prince of Wands in the reverse, please. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels to me like somebody that was trying to get you off balance in terms of creating obstacles for you so that you couldn't focus or invest in the things that were important to you, or you couldn't invest as consistently as you wanted to. So, for example, let's just use the idea of a couple where one person is trying to lose weight and, staying aligned to a workout plan or a diet plan, and their partner is kind of sabotaging it because they want to have somebody that also wants to eat poorly. And that's kind of the vibe that's coming around with this, is that somebody was fighting really hard to move into the period in their life where they're able to have more emotionally supportive or healthy relationships. And somebody was like fighting them at every step. Like, no, 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 I really want to be like codependent and immature though. So this eventually made somebody kind of fall out of love or view this person as no longer ideal in terms of a partnership. Tell me about this tree of life. That's beautiful. So, magician, magician. So, definitely you have stepped into your power. I feel like you've also taken note of the fact that you have everything that you need. You don't have to be freaking out over whether or not you have enough money. Things will work out. You've been able to manifest strength in the face of weakness. You may have felt like you were not strong enough to keep moving forward or to even leave the situation initially, but that little like kernel of courage that got you to make that decision, it's like a snowball effect. And all of a sudden, that strength is like growing exponentially. We have death in the reverse. This was by the star. So I feel like this is somebody saying, I'm never not healing. I'm always working to make sure that, mentally, physically, and spiritually, I am balanced and I am healed. It's beautiful. I really do feel like there's a chance you might have uh, some message in the Sagittarius reading I just posted. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. There's a sense that somebody's been able to find or like kind of master how to stay calm in difficult situations. Maybe somebody was a little bit more prone to losing their temper or getting maybe even physical in some situations. And now they're able to maintain more of like a stoic um, facade and not let people, you know, rock the boat. So you have a stronger anchor, right? It doesn't matter how crazy the seas are, you're going to be just fine. None of that perfect storm shit. We have the Page of Swords. I was looking at the Chariot. I feel like somebody here is trying to figure out information before they take action on something they want to do. This is under Tree of Life. So this is, I think, an important decision. Could be pertaining to something that's been like a lifelong like dream of yours. If you've wanted to move somewhere, if you've wanted to retire in your family, doing that. If you've always wanted to eat an oatmeal cream pie after a reading. Sorry. Tell me about this High Priestess in the reverse, please. There you are, Divine Feminine. And to me, this says whoever you were in this relationship with where it was codependent, somebody wanted you to not be able to see that you could be successful on your own, that you didn't need them in order to be prosperous or in order to be happy or have a happy home. You can do that shit on your own, and they didn't want you to know that. I love it. Hi, V. I hope you're having a great day. We have Eight of Wands. I was looking over here at Temperance and the Emperor. I feel like this could be two people that haven't been speaking that are going to start a conversation again. This could be somebody that maybe you met at church, met in some sort of organization. This could be somebody that was a boss or somebody that taught you something, you've really appreciated them, felt like you could trust them. We've got Hierophant in the reverse and Hierophant in the upright. I feel like you're letting go of a false person and reconnecting with somebody that has a similar mindset as you, somebody who's also looking to continue healing and has maybe similar spiritual beliefs as you as well. I am. I'm doing particularly well, V, because I made the tastiest steak for dinner. And then I also did this like experimentation. I use a rice cooker constantly. And I tried to make a recipe, and I did successfully do it, that I normally do in the oven where I make baked rice. It's really good. It has like a little bit of a crispy layer on the top, minced onion to like give it a little bit of additional flavor besides some of the other stuff. But I made it in the rice cooker with like cream of chicken and mushroom and some white wine, butter. Oh, so good. Am I making you guys hungry? All right, we have Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like there's fast communication coming in, and there could be almost like a little bit of a concern that things are moving too fast, and you have to kind of like rein it in and be a little bit more patient, do something to preserve the independence, something like that. But I also feel like Spirit is encouraging you to have an open mind and pursue whatever it is that you're pursuing with the trust or faith that things are going to work out the way that they are supposed to. And that looks to me like in your favor. Tell me more about Temperance, please. Yo, if we get a third Temperance, I'm going to pull a Talia's Tarot and just end the reading. Just kidding. If you haven't checked out Talia's Tarot and you have a horrible sense of humor, which is to say, perverted, you'll love it. She's hilarious. She's taken to starting her readings now with peekaboo, and I crack up every time. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. We didn't get the trifecta. But I do feel like after creating your own balance, your own stability, after having too much toxicity or codependency, you're creating something here that I feel like is an atmosphere of love, acceptance, inclusion. I feel like in a way you're guiding people to happier lives as well, especially because the Hierophant, this is somebody that could have followers. You may have some crazy, awesome idea and you pull others along with you. Because there's something here about taking a risk, doing something novel. All right, what kind of info on the Four of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, so somebody here is still heartbroken and the other person has been able to heal. So the Three of Swords in the reverse. I was looking at Justice, and we've got the Five of Swords. Somebody was sabotaging a situation that didn't involve them. This is somebody looking the other direction. Yeah, I feel like there could be like a fake profile or word of mouth or, oh, you shouldn't trust that person. Some kind of manipulation on a social or community level. All right, we're going to close out the reading with the Zodiac fortune telling cards. If you haven't given me a like yet or a subscribe, I would be oh so grateful if you did. You are going to be happier than you dared to hope. Oh my gosh, I love it. So you may have dreams that seem like the maximum happy you could have, and you're being told to like double that, triple that. There's something amazing here. You will be very popular. Take advantage. I don't know, maybe you're going to have a bunch of secret admirers or a bunch of hot dates. Maybe you're just going to have a bunch of really awesome new friends. Either way, I really like this. All right. What else do we have for the Divine Feminine? A woman is coming between you and your beloved. Well, no shit, Sherlock. We already figured that shit out. The number 234 could be lucky for you. All right, one more, please. Your personality will get you by. Use it more. If you've been a little bit shy or a little bit hermity lately, stop it. You're depriving the rest of us of your delightful personality, and I'm not okay with that. It looks like you are meant to get out and socialize a little bit more. Um, I heard like kiss the ring, so it's almost like giving me like progress vibes, which I don't know. This is probably only something I know of because I read books about Queen Elizabeth I in, Elizabethan times. But I guess they still do it, right? But the idea of traveling across the country to see your subjects so that they are reminded why they want to be in your kingdom. There's something here about you helping a community or a group of people or your family or your friends into a better situation, and your perspective is unique and needs to be shared. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. I think it's time to go hang out with my kitty cats. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll see you later.